Welcome, Wall Street Alpaca here. In this video, I know a lot of you are going to enjoy the video. You're going to get some value out of it. It might steam you up, even make you a little upset. I don't think I'm going to keep this on. And so here it is. Since my audience here, I don't know whether there's a lot of different people watching. People who have a brokerage account, people who don't have a brokerage account, people who think Robinhood is how you use the stock market. Stuff like where you might not know very much about this part of the business. So here's we're going to do a rundown of what is the stock market auction process. Okay, and that's very simple. That won't take but a minute, but it's critical that you know that's the most important thing that we talk about. Second part is we need to talk about how that auction process, why it's so important, because it's how we create a confident truth in the system and the correct prices. As far as real prices, correct and real price have a little bit different meaning, but we need real prices. Honest prices would be another way to say that, real price. And third, we're gonna talk about how Robinhood and these other brokers are circumventing the whole process of price discovery and opening up this world that is going to be totally invisible to us if it keeps happening. It will be totally invisible to us. We won't be able to know what the real price something is anymore, and it will lead. So if we let Robinhood do that by giving them our business, they're going to ultimately destroy society. So at least they'll destroy a big important part of society, which is the capital markets and the equity side. Okay, so let's start off with the definition where we talk about what is the price of a stock. It's an auction, okay? So everybody understands an auction, right? I have a painting. You're a room full of people with monocles and top hats, and what that means, that it's going to be auctioned, right? We bring the painting on. A guy says, okay, the bidding starts at $10. Someone goes, okay, he goes, $10. Do I hear $12? $12. Someone goes, yeah, $12. It's a Picasso. It's going to go for $10 million. They started the price really low. Next guy, $15. Do I hear 15? Yes. Okay, and that's an auction, right? And it goes until no one raises their hand to buy and say, I will pay this price, this next price. And when no one raises their hand and say, I'll pay that next price, the auction for that painting concludes, and the person who last committed to that next highest price wins the painting. That's an auction, right, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, so every share of stock is going through an auction just like that. There's actually, so there's a bunch of bids out there. It's a continuous auction. So there's a bunch of bids out there. If you've got AT&T stock at $27.50 a share, it trades well over a million shares a day. Okay? And there are people with a lot of money that have a bid in there for $27.45. So there's a bid for a 500,000 shares at $27.45. There's a bid below that for $27.40, and so on and so forth. So those are the auctions. Those are the people raising their hand for the auction. But the price that it's at today, when you go and buy it right away, you're the guy who said, yeah, I'll buy it for that price, and you outbid those guys. So there's an auction for these shares of stock going on all the time, and it's a real auction presently in the markets. And there's all kinds of laws that have been built up around this. There's a whole system of Wall Street that is working to make sure that auction happens correctly, because every different participant, Wall Street is not one monolithic thing. Wall Street is 100 different brokers, 100 different brokerages, thousands of investors participating and running a bit, and there's businesses in there to help facilitate the transfer of the stock and control the ownership of the shares, because these are real things The shares in the business is a real, very real thing, okay? So this has all been developed over hundreds of years throughout the Western world, and you ought to at least know that basic part. So that's what the first part is. The stock market is a continuous auction for those shares, and there's bids below what you see as a price, okay? And the second part, so we went from the auction to, let's just skip to the part where we talk about what Robinhood is doing, because it makes sense here. So Robinhood came in and said, okay, you're going to invest $1,000. You no longer have to pay $9 to Schwab for a commission. Remember, though, this commission thing has been going on for hundreds of years. $9 is really cheap commission. But Robinhood got you on the hook. All these people on the hook. No commission now. It's like you're I don't know what people think is so good about no commission. But it's $9 that you save out of 1,000. Wow, I feel like a big baller now. I'm a savvy customer. So how come you think you can go put your money in Robinhood like that, and then get free service and not be destroying something that might be important? So everyone that is working with Robinhood is destroying a critical component of the capital markets and ultimately society. So here's why. Here's what's happened. So what do you think Robinhood does to make money? They take your order, right? Oh, we'll give you the stock, AT&T, for $27.50, right? Yeah, because that's what the price says on the screen for you, my little baby. Come get your free trade, $27.50. But what's really happening is Robinhood is on the back end with their little business partner, Citadel, and they have a whole fake market that they present to you. The real price of AT&T might be $27 flat. If you're buying 1,000 shares of that, 50 cents times 1,000, right? That's $500. So Robinhood just fucked you out of $500 on that trade. You get it? Because they have a little back market, and then they show you just a higher price now. So they just show you whatever price they want that gets them profit. And they're destroying the fact that there's an auction happening, because they're taking a big part of the auction business that you're giving to them when you do business with this broker, fake broker. When you give them business, they create this artificial market behind the scenes, and they pump up the price for you by much more than your $9 commission. Okay, if you can wrap your head around what I just said, watch the video over again. Basically, Robinhood is a parasite on all society, because they're corrupting what is supposed to be a true and honest auction process by creating artificial fake market behind the scenes. And they say, oh, you have to pay no commission, but they pump the price up that you pay anyway by much more than your $9 commission that you might have paid in 2015 with Schwab or something. So Robinhood is crap. The other brokers that are offering free trades that are new brokers, they're also crap. And what's happened now, Schwab and established brokers, TD Ameritrade, Interactive Brokers, they have, like Schwab has eliminated their commissions too. But they will eventually become totally corrupted as well. However, what Schwab's done right now is, since they're so big already and they make a lot of money because they have so much capital, that they can just they can do, like, they can buy bonds and do swaps and things with all their hundreds of billions that they have, because they've been in Wall Street for so long, profitably making money on commissions. And now their business is being attacked by Robinhood, by the predator Robinhood. And so they're actually they've got rid of their commissions on stock, but it's actually just a cost for them now. And everyone's trying to, all these people on Wall Street, the brokerages, are trying to figure out how to make it in this situation where Robinhood basically destroying a centuries-old capitalist stock trading auction process that is the most honest and clear and real way to find a price. They're hiding the market from you, posting a higher price. That's what Robinhood's doing. And your commission turns out to be like this huge spread that they are collecting by showing you a fake price up front and then and trading your stock that you bought and keeping a big chunk off the top. So hopefully that makes sense. Again, just watch the video over again. This is really important that the auction process in the stock market stays fidelity, that it has fidelity, and that it's a real process, and that it's not hidden behind fake quotes for stock prices like Robinhood is working on doing. So that is the news that should steam you up. You're getting robbed. If you want to think of it, if you're like, they are destroying society, basically. They're destroying a big part of society that works and they're making you think you're participating, but they're really just ripping you and everyone else off. So down with this Robinhood and free commissions thing.